Alright, what's up guys? Just give my second VoD review today. I had a coaching session earlier with a gold ADC. That was really fun. Oh yeah, just to give an update real quick about my rank status. Sorry, I know the screen just turned black. Alright. I played 3 games today. I played mid in one, or played mid in all 3 of them. Played Ari, Zoe, and Syndra, different champion every time. Um, I did like okay in the Ari game. I had a pretty bad trade level 1. I don't even know why I got ace in this. I really didn't. Like, no one on my team did well, but like, Aatrox DC'd at like 10 minutes and didn't come back. And it was a, 16-minute game. So after that happened, it was obviously over. I think we would have actually won this game if he didn't DC, but you know, shit happens. The next game, so funny. Next game, like I actually did really well, but also like the Riven just like stopped going to lane after she died to Fiora like 3 times, and then just like stopped playing the game. So it was like they had a DC. So it's it balances out. And then this game, I played pretty well. I'm actually pretty happy with this game. I think I was either up against a LCS mid laner or an Academy mid laner because it's a Riot account, most likely. He's playing all different types of champions. He wasn't ranked last season. He just hit level 30. So he has diamond, whatever MMR. Um, so whoever it was, I think I actually played better than them. But I was timing summoners, looking for roam opportunities. I had one bad teleport, I think, where I didn't get anything, but I solo killed people. I killed their graves like 3 times solo. I killed the Malzahar once solo. I got some decent stuns, but we just sort of like lost spot after like a low level play. Um, Anyways, that's about it for me. I'd say like these games were, you know, I don't think I learned a ton from these games, which is like a problem. I'd say like the biggest thing I learned from this game is that, you know, at level 1, against better players, it's actually pretty hard to land Syndra Qs if I'm like not using them exactly right. Um, because like I try to Q when he goes for last hits, and then he like would juke me out a bunch. So um, that player was really good at doing that, and I needed to just be more not predictive, but like reactive, like last hit when he goes to auto rather than like when he like could auto, I guess is the thing. Um, this game I played against Fizz and I played really respectfully. I'm happy about that. I think I shut down their Fizz really well. And then there was also a play where I stood up for my jungler really well and got him a double kill. Um, but I don't really think I learned too much from this game, to be honest, which is like really bad. Uh, I'm trying to think. I just sort of confirms I like taking barrier as Zoe into Fizz. Zoe versus Fizz is actually a really common matchup because people always pick Fizz when they see Zoe, or they pick Syndra, but a lot of times I fight Fizz. Um, and so I say that one of the things I messed up this game is that I killed the minions that had my balloon on them, and I wouldn't be able to go pick up the balloon because it would be too dangerous. So I just need to like let the wave come into me so I can pick up my balloon. Uh, but yeah, that's about it for that one. Um, Also, I guess what I did learn this game is my Senna, she actually level 1 ganked my lane because it was Fizz, so we actually forced the Fizz to like E away level 1, which wasn't like that big of a deal, but he missed the first 3 creeps because of it. He got the XP, but he didn't. He missed the CS. But she wasn't even late to lane because they were leashing top, so I thought that was a really interesting strat, and I think people have done it in the past, but uh, Senna is a champion that can do that as well. And then this game, I think I just need to work on my trading as Ari. I think the Merc Treasure Rush was fine, but it really put like obviously we're never gonna win this game because our Aatrox DC'd, but like I like let the Syndra roam more than I should have, especially considering I had counter pick. So anyways, let me that's my stream overlay. That's fine. I need to open Epic Pen and my VOD for today. One moment, please. All right. So the VOD I'm going to go over today is the TSM Immortals game. I'm actually not going to go over the whole VOD because it's an hour long, but I just sort of because also it's 2:20 a.m. and I have a bunch of homework to do. Um, but um, you know, I think this game was super interesting, and then I want to see the Bjergsen perspective of the LeBlanc versus Zoe matchup that we watched yesterday, because LeBlanc versus Zoe is a very common matchup. I think having a good understanding of that will help me out on both sides of the matchup. But I'd rather watch Bjergsen's perspective than Ika's perspective. So they, it's interesting that people are still banning Irelia. I feel like Soaz and Ika, I don't know if they're known for their Irelia. Like it just doesn't really seem to make sense. Like I feel like Irelia as a champion's like she's good, but she's not like 1v9 insane. I don't know. I mean, I guess like your other ban could be, Aatrox, it could be Leona, um, Gangplank, GP, Leona, um, Kali, Kiana, Lucian are already banned, Morgan's banned, Cass banned. Um, you could ban like I don't know. I feel like Irelia is such a wasted ban. Especially like I'm 99% sure Soaz doesn't play it, so then you know it's going mid. But I could be wrong on that. They lock in the Elise. So here you probably would expect jungle pick here. You don't want to show mid lane or top lane because you can leave the Rumble as a flex. So you probably want to pick your AD here, which, Philios is open, Senna's open. Um, then I would imagine you pick your jungle, so something like Lee Sin. I think that is what they do pick. I didn't watch the draft in this game. I only watched the actual like game because I was like late. Okay, they go for the Tom Kench. I hate Tom Kench as a champion, but I get the idea. Keep Senna safe. But I get the idea of this lane, but also like you have Rumble. Rumble goes in. Tom Kench is like the opposite of going in. He's like stay back and peel. So it's sort of like mixed matches what they have, like what they want to do this game. Hovering Shyvana, I'd expect this to be, support or AD. Surprised Aphelios doesn't get through. I think TSM has to ban Aphelios because they have first pick right here on red 4. So TSM has to ban Aphelios, and maybe they ban another ADC. They played Ezreal really well yesterday. Or was that today? I think it was today. So they do end up picking Ezreal, but you definitely have to ban Aphelios. They're just gonna be junglers, Olaf and like Rek'Sai maybe. Rek'Sai LeBlanc if they expect a LeBlanc pick. Um, yeah, you definitely ban Aphelios here. Then maybe what works well with Braum. Lucian's already banned. Um, I don't think Varus is particularly compelling here. It kind of is, but you'd like someone with more mobility versus the Rumble. Um, and then Camille gets banned from the top lane and the mid lane. I think Bjergsen's been practicing it too. So good ban for them. Um, so maybe you ban AD here. If not, maybe you think that they're trying to go for a certain mid pick. But Pantheon, it's an interesting ban. Maybe they think Pantheon mid. Kind of interesting. I feel like if they, huh? I feel like the Pantheon's a really weird ban. Okay, they pick the Ezreal. I already knew that was coming some point in this draft. Then here comes the LeBlanc and the Lee Sin, I think is what they picked. Uh, I think your options here are, you have engage or like not engage, but like you have go forward potential with Rumble. Um, and so if we're all about go forward, like why did we locked ourselves into Tom Kinch, which was I think a problem. I really hate Tom Kinch as a champion, so I will continue to bag on it. I feel like he has to be a solo laner. His ulti is so bad. Oh, well, there's my screen. All right. Do 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 do. Twitch. Obviously, it's not. It's because of the Zoe. All right, so I guess let's talk about the team comms, and then let's get into the game. I'll let them swap. Okay. Alrighty. So first thing, top lane. All right. I think Rumble just has the push lead, and then maybe he could set up freezes with his shield a lot easier than Aatrox. Aatrox obviously probably has the better all-in and gank setup. Um, Aatrox is probably like you know stronger in the 2v2 with Lee Sin. Aatrox Elise definitely probably stronger. I mean, it really depends if Elise gets the opener. Um, but I'd say I don't really know this matchup 100%, but I'd say there's like ways for Rumble to like free farm, and I think there's ways for like Zoaz to free farm. I don't really expect like solo kills or anything, and if it is, like I doubt the Rumble's solo killing the Aatrox unless he messes up big time. Um, Jungle, very high pressure situation. I expect both of these people to be playing around mid lane. Um, top lane's pretty hard to gank with the shield movement speed and the E, and then just his ability to kite away. I think there obviously is more possibilities to gank the Aatrox than there is for the Rumble. And then for jungle, I think bot lane is pretty like who cares? Like wow, we have Senna, Tom Kench, you're never ganking that. While you have Ezreal Braum, you're never ganking that. So I expect the only time they should like play around bot is if like Dragon's coming up and they can maybe secure a Dragon. So the mid matchup, um, we talked about yesterday. I think the onus is on LeBlanc to win the matchup, and then if LeBlanc makes a mistake, I think Zoe can win it. Like Zoe, if she lands an E, can win it. Um, it'll be interesting to see what Ica takes for Summer Spell. Yesterday we saw Golden Glue take teleport on LeBlanc, um, and his lane opponent, GG versus 100 Thieves Ryoma, I think, take a cleanse. And so the cleanse didn't really do anything in that match. It like let him cleanse like Thresh Hook or something, and that's about it. Um, so there's obviously not anything to cleanse besides like the Tom Kinchlow, the root, and then LeBlanc's E, or if she takes Ignite. So cleanse isn't as good of an option here, whereas maybe it was in the last game. So let me go here and black screen real quick. I'm just checking something. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. And then we are going to pull up Select Stream. Sorry. Here we go. So let's get into this VOD review. I think I'll probably stop just like when I start getting a little bit tired. No really set time. I'm not going the full 60 minutes. I'm sorry. It's a very nice dodge from Kobe. Kabe. I don't know how you say his name. So Bjergsen's just watching this opening. He already starts W. Wonder if that's necessary. I mean, you're probably gonna start W like 99% of the time, but maybe if he has E here and he knows they're alone, he can go for a. Oh, he got it. So I think only 3 people shared it. If 4 people shared it, he's not gonna hit level 2. I can't. It's hard to tell. But I think he'll hit level 2 off these first ones. So maybe that him sitting there, and I think Dardoch was sitting there, but maybe that was some prior research, knowing that they like to go for that ward. Okay, Tur checks the volume. Alright, the Zoe's pushing. He's just last hitting. He's letting the wave come into him. There's a level 2 gig coming. Are you serious? She's the Ignite. That was a little interesting. Interesting that she used Ignite. Normally you use Ignite like to get away once you have your W, but she definitely did not have W. Looks like he thinks that maybe Dargox is gonna come back for a gank after Gromp. And he took E right now. I think you just ideally want to keep the lane in the middle right now. So right now you have to wonder like why he took E, because he's not like you could have hit a Q by now and got your mana flip proc. And what you could have actually done is you could have queued her, and then the minions would all come over here. Then that's closer to where your Lee Sin's gonna gank. So that's just like a small thing he could have done. He does get the Q now, but then he pulls it. He pulls it this way, which is I think the okay unless Lee Sin's not coming back. Okay, but it's all good. He might have been able to get a Q there, but he's playing a little bit safe. He doesn't know where Elise is at the moment. Elise is shop now. They want to go for the counter game. Oh no, looks like they want to fight for the crab. So right now he's trying to get prio. Auto. Good. No, they had to concede crab. TSM gets it. Um, very good so far. He didn't. That Q was pretty pointless, I think. Um, he maybe even should have just used his crafting pot. Um, he didn't have his mana flow band up either, so. So what he needs to try to do right now? Wow, what are you really like changing that volume? What he needs to try to do right now is lock Zoe in the lane. That's his win condition right now. So whether that's freezing in front of his tower, which might be harder to do against Zoe because she can Q from far away and go forward. But fortunately, she picked up a proto belt, the one thing that she needed to fix her wave. But he's still gonna go for the freeze here. He's gonna try to stop her probably, and then he's just gonna recall. Oh, maybe no. Okay. Maybe he was faking like he was gonna freeze. Maybe. Um, so now Zoe has a free recall. Auto Q, auto, then you auto and recall. If you were a good shape, like a better champion at pushing, you could push this wave here. Uh, but he can't really. Um, Interesting buy, to say the least. I like the Dark Seal. Um, but I'm not really a big fan of the Null Magic Mantle. I mean, they are against double AP, Elise and Zoe, but like so far you're winning the lane. I don't like. I mean, it makes sense, but I don't know. Like, it's gonna take. Like the thing is, like not only does it like it's good obviously because you're gonna be taking less damage, but like it delays your lost chapter, and like trying to get the lost chapter might be pretty hard. If that makes sense. Like to get just 1,300 gold outright, your next back is pretty unlikely. Uh, so we'll see though. But like if he had Amp Tome, he would only need like 865 to get it. Oh no. Okay. Whew. Oh. Okay. It didn't matter really that much. So he actually will have his W up before Zoe has her E. He can maybe look for a trade, but she's got it pushed in already. All right. We can get a last. Yeah, they're perfect. Q auto. Nice. It's interesting, like dashes through the middle there. Not really a big fan of that. It looks like numbers. Oh no, 1123. Okay, I thought he was saying like 23 TP. I don't know why. Okay. So he almost has mana flow fully charged. Blue's gonna come up soon. They have to be careful whenever they're doing blue that they don't take dragon. Um, oh, oh, wait, he still gets it. Oh, he missed that one. It's kind of crazy. Um, I think like soon he needs to try to get his ward. Yeah, okay, good. Like he really needed to try to get his ward out. Because he had like no way to walk up. Uh, So Rumble's gonna run down for the dragon. He pushed in the wave. Um, Bjergsen's gonna try pushing the wave. He does use his ult though. I wonder if that's really necessary. They're gonna go for maybe the blue invade. It's pretty crazy because Bjergsen doesn't have ult. I think it's pretty risky. Bot lane, Senna's level 6, Tom's level 5, that's fine. Oh, so close, dude. Okay. So I have go to sleep. It's turning out fine. Okay, the blue reset. This very nice heal from Kabe. Hit all 4. So now they can wait for LeBlanc ult. Oh, they finally hit. Oh, now he gives Zoe a flash. I'll put that reset again. That's pretty ambitious. Like if Elise doesn't have flash there, I think it's fine, but she does. So maybe it was too ambitious. And now Zoe has blue buff and you don't, so she's gonna hard shove you in, and you're not gonna really be able to do anything. She's just gonna try to ignite you. But we did have enough for our last chapter here, so I was wrong on that. Maybe the no magic mantle was a good idea. Get the controller, TP back. I like it. I think you actually might be able to catch the Zoe right here. Let's see if he tries. No, he won't try. I think there was a chance you could catch the Zoe recalling in here. But regardless, this should be a free scuttle. And then they can look, you should probably look top to see if it's diveable right now. But it looks like they just want to go for Herald. Which I think is a respectable play as well. Looks like the whole freaking crew's coming over. I wonder if it's even worth it for all of them to come over. GLP in the mid lane. Just gonna go get blue. Oh, no. Okay, they're making him play top now, so he stops the blue. It's good comms, I think. Oh my god, that was so close. I liked those autos between the combo there. It's nice. I think they're giving up dragon for this, which I think is fine. I think it's fine for right now. Looks like they're funneling it onto Senna. And they'll probably be able to get this entire top tower. It's hard to look. I wish he would look. I mean, he's probably getting fed information, but I don't know. Oh, oh, what a tragedy! What a tragedy! All right, look top. What's going on? How low is the tower? However, they have a red ward. All right, so now it's his time to, sort of assert dominance. I don't think he should ult this wave. He should just let it hit tower. Nice. I think he should have QW'd the cannon there to kill it faster, and I think his Q would be back up. But I think that also works. Like it's very very minimal. Oh, did we really have to use our R for that? So now we have no R for 40 seconds right when we have time to invade. So like I don't know. I really don't think we had to use our R for that wave. It's kind of crazy. Oh, oh, barely missed the chain. Nice. Okay. Aatrox TP. You just back out of this. Rumple's gonna get a plate bot. Perfect. They missed the chain. I think if LeBlanc has ult there, I literally don't think she had to use it on the wave. Like I think she would have pushed it almost just as fast. Um, then I think that kills even a little bit cleaner. Maybe Dardoch doesn't have to use his flash. Then Zoe doesn't get a flash because that champion's very cool. Um, so right here looks like they're going bot now, and they're swapping back top. You have to wonder what the play is for Bjergsen here. Maybe he should go top. I don't know if Broken Blade has TP, but maybe he has to catch top right now. I really feel like he does. I feel like he's wasting time. Zoe could die here. It's very ham by him. Like Lee Sin literally could have been there. I feel like that's such a risky play for that Zoe to make. I'm like down for it, but um yeah. Like I think Bjergsen should have just went top here though, as my main concern. Because they lost probably like 2 or 3 waves up here. Okay, Elise flash. Yeah, they're just still losing waves top, man. It's like they pretty much didn't even get Herald at this point. But the plates are gone now, so at least there's no more income coming in for them. But they probably got 2 or 3 plates, before the plates fell at 14 minutes. So I think that was a mistake by Bjergsen. I really think he should have went top there, because he had already pushed out mid, and then he had a free roam timer. He just has to watch for Elise while he's running up, but he's LeBlanc, so I'm pretty sure he can make it. I like getting the Ludens for our boots. I think that's fine. Um, Ideally, we would have sold the fairy charm for boots. We wouldn't have enough, like we didn't have enough money, but maybe if we just see us a little bit better. Looks like they're going for the rotation, but they're bot lane mid. He's gonna go bot now. He's not gonna really be able to kill Aatrox unless Lee Sin comes. We know Aatrox has no TP, at least no F. Looks like he might face check. Might not. Okay. It's canon, so he's not losing a CS regardless. Right, here's the one time I think it's okay to use your Arda to CS this wave. But this time he doesn't, because the dragon's not coming up for another like 40 seconds, your ult would be back up. Um, but regardless, I think it's still fine not to. Um, but then you have to wonder, like, what can he get right now? Let's see. Okay, we're getting the wave pushed again. Alright. So now we have prime position for dragon. In fact, at least looks like they're gonna try to trade top tower for dragon. I think that's like a fine trade to make if you're TSM. Oh, let's look for the TP. I think he actually missed someone. Um, yeah, the Elise. I don't know if he saw her. We'll watch this on the minimap again, because there's no replays. But if you look at the map, you see Elise, and then we lose track of her. But she repels and she goes over here, over on this side of the wall. I think he could have just killed her really easily. Instead of going for these. Obviously he gets her flash, but then she makes the mistake of staying. So that's like a freebie that shouldn't have been a freebie. Uh, yeah, I mean it's still good to pick it up, but um, yeah, it shouldn't have been a kill that was given to him because they know that the LeBlanc is there and probably has ult. All right, Zoe's back mid. She has exhaust. Really dumb when Zoe has exhaust. God, I hate that. Wow, he didn't have to queue there. So it looks like they end up giving the dragon now, or probably. Um, so that means that Immortal's gonna have 2 dragons now. I think it's very strange. Cause I don't think Bjergsen actually had a TP top. Like they lost the tower still. Like they lost the tower, and then they were gonna get dragon for it, but then um, you know, they made the play to try to like fight top or something instead of just get the dragon. I mean, even at this point, Immortals hasn't taken dragon, which is pretty crazy. So you have to wonder, wait, what the hell? Um, you have to wonder like what are they doing? Is the least on it now? Like what? I don't know. What the heck is the ref doing? All right, so I guess no one's doing dragon. Everyone really wants this freaking Rift Herald. I don't understand what the hype about this Rift Herald is about. The plates are gone. Like maybe TSM can use it to get mid tower, but like they can't even. I would way rather have this dragon than this Rift Herald. So I think it's very strange. Not even gonna throw a Q. It's kind of weird. Definitely could have thrown a Q there at least. But it looks like Immortals might be doing dragon, and the TSM's willing to give it for the Herald. But they didn't start it very fast, so Immortals could actually probably pressure this. They probably have it warded too. I don't know how much of it is cleared. Um, I think that would have been a good time for Bjergsen to use a sweeper. Oh, he's probably going to use it here. Oh, okay, they have a ward here. Alright, not bad, not bad. Alright, I think if they want, they can Herald this tower. It's not entirely worth it. You'd rather use Herald mid here, but it is an option you can do. Bjergsen uses his ult. We see Elise. Elise is down here. Auto, you have to back up. It's two autos without minions here. You could probably just use your WR and get it. I think it's actually pretty safe. We see Ezreal. We know Elise is down here, but she has nothing to jump to. Um, or we can just get it on this next wave. I think either's fine. But I think getting the gold now would be good. I think would be obviously ideal. Looks like they want to try to herald on this wave is what they're trying to say. But like I wonder if having him stay top might be a better tactic to use your herald efficiently. Because Zoe's there. I guess Ezreal has a lot of wave clear too. But it looks like we got cocooned and then nothing happened. Okay, we're gonna chain him. Okay. Pretty weird to use our ult there. Oh, we obviously never killed him. Oh, he dead. Nope, he's alive. He has corrupting pot charge. If Zoe flashed there, if she had it, the Bjergsen actually dies. I don't think he's paying enough attention. We can watch that again, actually. I want to see, like, this could have been such a good play by Ica, actually. Right here, he actually has an aim pinpoint on him. And if he has flash, which I really think he does, actually it would barely miss, I think. But I think it was a good idea to go for it if you're Ica. Okay, we waste our R here because we're gonna recall. Probably get the Merc treads, or just get the Sork boots and then build the Banshees. Wait, does he have enough for Banshees already? Yeah, he does. So you should walk out and then W from base like this. Like you should be over here W and then buy and then W back. So I think that was a slight mistake. Obviously, it's very small, but like he could be right here by now, or like a few steps ahead of himself. I like how he does that short hop over the wall. He like went from here to here or whatever. Like he did a short hop. He didn't go the full distance in case someone was waiting there. Nice. They finally got mid tower. Let's see if they can capture the top tower now. So I think Bjergsen's doing a lot better than what Golden Glue is doing, and he's playing more for the split, whereas Golden Glue went and A rammed for a while. Whereas at least when Bjergsen went mid, like they had Herald, like they had a plan to get the tower. Whereas in yesterday's VOD review when Golden Glue was going mid, like they didn't have Herald, no objectives were up. It was literally just an A ram. Um, so at least there was like something that Bjergsen was trying to accomplish. Think this recall is fine. He's going to sell his corrupting pot for Sorks or Merc Treads. I bet Sorks though. Okay, maybe not. I feel like that would have been fine. It looks like they want a TP. He's wondering if it's a good idea. Um, I want another option. What he could have done is instead of by the amp tome, he could have got a stopwatch. Because if he thinks this next fight's going to be big, maybe a stopwatch would have been good. TP in, W in, stopwatch or something like WE and then stopwatch, and like maybe that's like a possible play. Like obviously it sounds like kind of int, but like I think the stopwatch gives you a lot more opportunities here. We're gonna use our electrocute on Braum. We do get the scuttle crab. I think yeah, I like what Bjergsen's doing. This is exactly what Golden Glue was messing up yesterday's. So Bjergsen's going around. He might look to W over this wall in a second. Um, looks like he's kind of still grouping. He's not sure where Elise is, so it's a little bit more scary. And then he's just gonna catch bottom. But it looks like the Immortal says the inside track to mid. But we're going to use the Tom Control to try to protect mid. Okay, we're double. Yeah, I think we're double TPing, yeah? Yeah. So, right here. We have no vision, so it's hard to go into here. I think that was pretty good. If you have stopwatch there, I think you can actually play so much more aggressively. Um, how are they going to get these? I think I think Bjergsen actually should have gone back to his W afterwards, then wrapped around this way. Um, I think he had time after the route, but oh, why did he go back? Wait, why did he go back? Did he mean to? What? No, I don't think he meant to. Why would he ever go back there? Oh, that's so sad. Switch again. W, flash R. Like, is there a reason that he goes back? I don't think so. I don't know. I don't think he has to go back there. Uh, Aatrox wastes his flash. Hmm. I feel like if you had stopwatch there, that would have been very, very good. Like, I wonder if the Merc treads are even necessary at this point. I feel like it's just kind of a waste. We went over the same situation in Golden Glue's game. Is his Merc treads on LeBlanc? Like the magic resist is nice, but like is the CC reduction really gonna do anything here? Like if you get hit by Elise Cocoon and Zoe sleep, you're probably gonna die regardless. I mean, you already have the magic resist from the Banshee's Veil. I think he's just sort of like seeing that like it's double, jungle Jungle, mid are both magic damage, and you just sort of went for it. What the hell? Wonder if that was on purpose. W out of this. Yeah, okay, good. Nice. They finally got the tower. Um, you know, I think you should buy Sork shoes here, but he's gonna buy Merc treads, and then what? He's gonna do Void Staff and Ruby Crystal. Okay, wait. What do you buy? Do you really keep the Corrupting Fire and not go Ruby Crystal? I guess so. I don't know. I think it's a hard decision to make. I think it makes sense to keep the Corrupting actually. Um, but if they all chase this guy bot, then they're gonna do Baron. So he can't go chase bot unless he had TP up. So I think that's a smart decision. Um, looks like Aatrox is TPing. He does a little bit of damage. I'm just like imagining if he had stopwatch here, dude. That's like all I can think about. Like he could play these fights so much more aggressively. Like I really wonder if Banshee's Veil was the right choice. Like it obviously has MR in it, but like you could W in when you have when you have a oh, well that sucked. If you have Zhonya's or like at least stopwatch, like you could W in, land your E on someone, and like that gives your team like a room to do things. Whereas right now you're just like WRing and doing no damage. I mean that's just part of like, you bought Banshee second and Merc Tread, so you don't do any damage. But I don't know. I think it's pretty frustrating that you don't do any damage, and like you need to rely on your chain right now if you're gonna build like this, and we're not getting any good chains. So um, you know I think it's almost necessary that he gets stopwatch soon. I like that his blue buff. He's gonna kill it right before dragon, then it'll be up before every dragon. We talked about that yesterday with golden glue, and then Hunter ended up taking the blue. Um, but I think TSM, especially Bjergsen, he's going to be a lot better at having blue buff for the dragon fight. Also, Golden Glue would have been with his team right here, but Bjergsen's on the side. I really like that. Um, but like, what is this? What is this Banshee's really going to do? I bet it's about to get poked off in a second. Oh wow, he actually dodges everything. Okay, we waste Rumble. It only hits Hakuo. Now we can't really fight this without Rumble, so it's very difficult. Um, I like his positioning here. Oh, he's dead. Nice. So like that's the assassinations that we were talking about. Bjergsen probably gets his team this dragon, but like did he need banshees to do that? No, no he didn't. In fact, you know probably is even easier with Zanyas to do that because you're even safer. But regardless, it works out. So like that's something that's I think a key difference between Bjerg versus Golden Glue is like their LeBlanc gameplay is like Bjerg's always going for the flank or like the side play, whereas Golden Glue is always trying to group with this team. Not really play like an assassin, but just like a control mage. This is really it. They need to get out of there. This Bromwell's actually doing so much work. And Bromwell hits 4 people. I think if you're Tom Kenchler, you just die. You don't waste your flash, honestly. Because I don't think they get anything while you're dead. You're level 12, so you probably have like a 30-second respawn. I don't think you're gonna do anything for the next 30 seconds, are you? Let's see what Tom does. Alright. So say he respawns, wait for it. Not now, maybe right now. Tom respawns. He's here, he's here, he's here, he's here, he's here. I don't think anything changes. So, I think that was a waste of flash. I think you just die there. Because like your flash is time you can use to save a carry, or do something else with it. Just like survive. Okay, we get void. We wait for the control ward. I think I'll probably be done with this game soon. It's already been 45 minutes. It is 3 a.m. Alright, Bjergsen, he has TP up right now. He can actually just look to get level 16 up here. I don't actually know why he's running mid right now. Okay, he's going back. Like, they're completely fine bot side, and they shouldn't look to fight this. Bjergsen just needs to get level 16 right now. So he's level 15 and a half. You know, just farm these next few top waves. You definitely want to get that cannon, obviously. He checked to see if he had a control ward out. Um, Back up here. We don't want to fight one of Bjergsen at 16. It's so big for LeBlanc. Alright, we stay top. Maybe we look at the Krugs. Perfect. We see they had a control ward in this bush. Control ward in here. We wasted our R right before we hit 16, I think. So I wonder if the cooldown actually gives 16 because he had like used the W version of the R. It's kind of interesting. Alright, but he's 16 now, so he's in a very good spot. He can't really buy anything. He's half mana. Looks like Dragon will be coming up soon because his blue buff's coming up. So maybe in a minute. Alright, right here's an opportunity that if they have TP on Rumble, which they do, they can look for something. But it looks like they're just not, and they're going to give up the inside track to mid. Immortal's going to run down mid. And now TSM is in a hard situation because they don't have enough damage to do Baron. You know, if they had Kai'Sa or something here, then they could probably pressure the Baron, but I don't think you can do that with Senna and LeBlanc, or like Cassio mid or something. Whew. Alright, so we lost our Banshees, so, you know, great. Now we don't have our Banshees, we could have Azanias, or just more damage. I think right here you can, one play that you could do is go B, um, and buy your stopwatch, and then get two control wards, and then like get ready to TP here. Oh, it looks like they're going in. He's running back. He got tagged. Oh. Alright, so that's Ezreal Flash. Buy stopwatch here. Stopwatch, 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 stopwatch. No! He wasted the time. So you're corrupting for stopwatch is so freaking good here. Oh, it's such a good fight to have stopwatch. Oh, this is the fight where Bjergsen messes up. Okay, we look at Rumble. We look at Rumble. Okay, it's coming up. They should be communicating this, alright? Rumble, it's almost up. We're waiting, alright? They're literally waiting for Rumble to use the. Here comes. We just use our QR on the Brahmu stone plates, alright? Imagine if we have WR for this play and you have flash up. Oh my god, they would have all been dead. And if you had stopwatch, you can E and stopwatch inside of there. Open nuts. And if you do it fast enough, you can actually WRE stopwatch and go back to your first W. It would have been so crazy. It would have been the best long play ever. But he just uses his ulti on the Braum who has stone plate up. It's so sad. I'm crying right now. But instead he bought a freaking blue pot that's gonna disappear without him doing anything with it. Ah. I guess Hakuo is just Bjergsen's kryptonite. It seems like it, honestly. Alright, so we chunk out Braum. We don't really have any damage to do Baron, so we can't really do that. Looks like they want to go for bot tower. I think they got Cloud Soul. Yeah, they got no, not yet. No, they will get Cloud Soul though. Spoiler. But I guess the blue pot helped push this tower. Probably would get it regardless of the blue pot or not. But you get a nuclear on Tron. Uh, all right. I think I'm gonna be done doing this game because it goes on for another 25 minutes. Um, but like I'd say like the key takeaways from this is you know Bjergsen, Bjerg you know I don't know why I wrote Bjerg, but he times blues to dragon timers. I think that's like a really good thing that I need to start implementing. So he always has blue for dragon fights. When he's playing LeBlanc, he's like going for a flank, all right, and using his sweeper to get that vision to make sure they don't know he's there. For instance, he killed the Elise there by being behind, and they didn't know she was there. Um, maybe that new bush that they implemented there is maybe like a good implementation. Um, I think personally, I mean, like I'm not an LCS player. I think going Merc Treads Banshees is like an overreaction to the Elise Zoe. Um, I think I like, can understand the Banshees like somewhat, but the Merc Treads like I don't think it really does anything. Um, but you know, that's just me. I think you definitely should buy stopwatch at some point. Okay, like I think not buying it is really troll. Like unless you're like really trying to get your death cap or something, but like I feel like stopwatch could have been like a game changer in some of these fights. Um, and then at that last Baron fight that we saw, like always be watching your team's ultimates and like playing around them. Because Bjergsen had played around his Rumble ultimate, and I think they just like win the game there. Because he had Flash and WR up right before the Rumble came up. Um, I think I like the TP still, even though he's into the ignite. I don't think it changes like anything in the lane changes by him taking Ignite. Usually taking TP into Zoe is pretty good because she can't steal the summoner. Like usually you're gonna TP when you're like at base or if you're like at your tower or somewhere random where she won't expect the summoner. Um, I think the early game, he didn't really have to watch out for Elise that much because they had to hit things and it's hard to hit things on LeBlanc, so they sort of just ignored him. Um, so he didn't really have to worry about that much. I thought it was pretty weird that he took like E level 2, and then like didn't do anything with it. Um, I think taking Q there, like if Lee Sin's coming back for a gank, like he did red to blue to Gromp, and then he comes back. I think it makes sense to take E if you still think you're gonna be level 2. Um, but I think taking Q there is probably gonna be better in most scenarios because you could start getting your mana flow stacks and like just trade more efficiently without having to go into a Zoe E. Um, let's see what else. There was that one time mid where he used his ulti right before Dardoch went in for a fight, and Dardoch had to use his flash. Um, I think using your ult to clear the wave is fine as LeBlanc, but like early game, I think you could try to like maybe limit that. Like, I don't think he had to on that wave because it was literally like autos for each of the three creeps. Um, then I think there was one wave down here that he could have just like not last hit, but like slow pushed it, and then pushed the next wave, and then they would have had a better, easier time getting the dragon. But I think they still got it anyways. I'd like to see like more map awareness and looking at his different lanes. I went over for that with Golden Glue too, but I know they're like communicating like, oh, I have a roam timer, maybe we can dive top, but like I think just looking, gives you more information than just like we can dive him, we can't dive him, because like what if like I don't know. I feel like there's different variables involved, and the more information you have, like the more information won't hurt you. All right, if you're able to take in more information, then um, you're gonna have more options because you know all the different things that's going on. Um, I think potentially early on, I think a blue trinket might have been good, and then swap to your red like when you're going for a dragon fight. Because what you could do with the blue trinket is you could set up like, you know, put a blue trinket ward here, and they probably won't check it for a while. Like put a blue trinket ward like in Tribush, they probably won't check it for a while. Put one in here, and they probably won't check it for a while. Then just whenever dragon comes around, you just swapped, the B before you fight dragon, you swap to your red trinket. I think it makes like a lot more sense, like in theory. And then he builds the void staff, and that's fine into Braum and Aatrox, but and Zoe. So I think that void staff makes sense. I just would have liked to see a different item here. Um, but yeah, I mean, generally playing it safer is going to net you more wins, I think. But I think in this situation you needed to, you know, force the lead, especially since you don't have much damage on your team comp. Like if you just look at this team comp on paper, you're like, wow, this has a ton of damage in mid game. But like later, like they just sort of fell off. Like Senna did damage, but she doesn't do high DPS, if that makes sense. Like no one could kill this Braum. No one could really kill this Aatrox. Like they got into a very bad situation because they had no DPS, and it took Bjergsen a while to get his Zanyas and his death cap. And I really don't think this did anything for him. Um, but yeah. Um, Hope you enjoyed my VOD, my video on demand review. If you have any comments, let me know. Um, yeah, have a good night. Have a good night. Smile. All right, see you guys. Peace. Swap to the pencil. Peace.